So I had an illness called meningococcal septicemia, which is a form of meningitis, which a lot of people have heard about. But instead of it going into my brain, it actually went into my bloodstream and caused sepsis. When I saw a doctor who recognised the symptoms and said to my parents, just call 999. That was actually the last time that I walked with my own legs, was when I walked onto the ambulance. And then I went into a coma for about a month. I think I was in a coma in intensive care, and they didn't really hold up much hope that I was actually going to survive it. My legs had gone completely black and were poisoning me, so they'd already amputated my legs while I was in the coma. And when I came out of the coma, I remember my hands being strung up next to me, and I could see my fingers like sort of pointing out the top, and they were completely black. I think one hand went very soon after, and they did try to save my other hand, but I then got a hospital infection, MRSA, into the bones in my wrist, and so that then had to go as well. Life was never going to be what life had been before. All it was hospital appointments or watching daytime telly, and that's literally all I was doing. Lived now more than half my life as a disabled person, but fortunately I have quite I could call her a tough love mother, and she was like, right, you're not sitting at home doing nothing, and she signed me up for an English literature A-level, and I had to do my art course, and I think that was a really good thing to do, because it kind of broke this cycle of doing nothing, and it did show me that I could use a computer, I could still draw and things which I kind of enjoyed doing. And when I did the A-level, I had like a scribe who helped do all my notes for me, and I was able to take my exam at home. So there are things there that kind of there's adaptations and reasonable adjustments for disabled people that want to return to education. It was really, really hard to leave my home where my parents were, to live on my own again, to take up a new job, to drive. All those things happened in a really short period of time. And I mean, I've always been a really independent person, so I've tried to be as self-sufficient as I can possibly be. I found that, really challenging. And the more equipment and stuff I find and can buy that enables me to do more things for myself, the more likely I am to do it. I had to have experience kind of social care, and all you need is for the person that's coming in to cook your dinner to phone in sick, and then you're a bit stuck. As soon as it was available, employing my own people to help me. I think it's really important that people get to stay in their own homes with their things and things that are important to them, because that can sometimes be something that, cheers you up. There's still a really, really long way to go before I really feel that disabled people have the same opportunities that people who aren't disabled have. But I think, things are definitely better now than they were 25 years ago. I think the advice I'd probably give, don't get yourself kind of in that rut where your life, like mine was, you feel like you've got nothing really to live for. To actually get out there and do different things, it can be mentally draining, but I think once you start it just gives you that extra bit of something in your life to make you kind of feel more valued and respectful of yourself. Bad things happen, you just have to get on with it, and you can still have an amazing life. You can still travel, you can still work, you can still have a family, you can still do all the things that you want to do. Yeah, you might need a bit of help and a bit of support to do those things, but it shouldn't stop people from kind of living their best life, really. What is going to come? It's exciting.